cosmic energy. Wow, where am I?
We are in your brain.
Why are we here?
We're here to teach you about photosynthesis and cellular respiration. Photosynthesis is how plants make their own food. The chemical equation for photosynthesis is right here. This process only takes place in plants, cyanobacteria, and algae.
Chloroplasts are the organelle in the plant cell that acts as a mitochondria and makes the energy. Every cell has 10 to 50 chloroplasts.
There are two types of photosynthesis, light-dependent reactions and the Calvin cycle.
What's the difference between the two?
Well, Ashley, the light-dependent reaction uses light to start the process. The Calvin cycle uses carbon dioxide to start the reaction.
The light-dependent reaction happens inside the thylakoid. Sunlight and water come into the cell and oxygen leaves the cell. ATP and NADPH are produced from this reaction.
Well, what is ATP?
Good question. ATP is an abbreviation for adenosine triphosphate. ATP is a potential energy that is like a rechargeable battery. It releases its energy when the phosphate bonds are broken.
The other part of photosynthesis is called the Calvin cycle. This cycle doesn't need sunlight. Instead, it needs carbon dioxide to start the process. The carbon dioxide reacts with the 5 carbons to produce 3 pGal. These pGal produce the glucose that feeds the cell. This happens in the stroma of the chloroplast.
So there are two parts to photosynthesis, the light-dependent reactions and the Calvin cycle. The light-dependent reactions require sunlight and the Calvin cycle only needs carbon dioxide. So what's next? Cellular respiration?
Well, cellular respiration takes 3 steps. The first step is glycolysis, which means the breaking down of sweets. This takes place in the cytoplasm. The reactant glucose produces pyruvic, 2 ATP, and 2 NADH.
The next step is called the Krebs cycle, also known as the citric acid cycle. The Krebs cycle takes place in the mitochondria. The pyruvic acid goes through the reaction to produce 2 carbon dioxide molecules and also makes 2 ATP. This step is aerobic because oxygen is used to help produce the carbon dioxide molecules.
The last step is called the electron transport chain, or ETC. This step, like the Krebs cycle, takes place in the mitochondria. The reactant is oxygen and the product is water. This cycle, unlike the rest, creates the most ATP, between 32 and 34.
So cellular respiration takes 3 steps. Cellular respiration takes 3 steps: glycolysis, the Krebs cycle, and the electron transport chain. These 3 steps altogether creates 38 ATP, right?
Right, good work, Ashley.
Wow, look what I just learned. Wow, you guys are like so amazing.
Well, cellular
God dang
Why do you chew your gum like that? You were so